comes Sean Wallace. He's got a lot of traffic, and what a move!
It's a 2-on-0. Ryan Boyce tracking that puck, and he makes the save.
Here comes Davis Vanacoro. He's got one on. He makes a quick turn, and oh man, that guy's gonna feel that tomorrow.
Quick shot from the far side. Bala flashes that glove and brings it in.
Joey Caparos is out front. He gets tripped up in front of the net. Takes the shot anyway. It's in! Western takes the lead. Welcome, Western hockey fans, to day 2 of the Utica Fall Frenzy. We're having fun out here, trying to keep safe. The town is, well, you know, we're just saying, I'm really glad the rink is 2 minutes from the hotel. We're rocking it though. Had a nice little ramen lunch, some of us. A couple of us all got together and they did some mini sticks. There was some chell going on. Everything you'd want at a youth hockey tournament. So Western getting themselves together, getting ready, and of course, coach is on. Clean for today's game. And a person for every shot taken in this game. So we can expect as clean cut today. All right, gonna back out as the players take the ice and get ready to on the Flames. I don't remember where they're from. Crawford County. The Crawford County Flames. Well, we like hockey here in Crawford County. Sounds like that's what they should be saying. I don't know. And we're off. Samodi takes an early dump in. And they bring it around, try to pop it out, and they do. They get it out to the neutral zone. Joey goes past you. And here goes Devin Druin at the blue line. Right on goal. Blocker save. So we like it. A nice dynamic start. Comes Crawford County. Go to the other side. Close it up. And a good save from Mason. And that one's taken out. And Q with a nice snatch and grab and brings it on out to the neutral zone. Q taken back. I don't know. That was a little bit from behind. But Davis with a nice little bit of contact there. And makes an easy shot for Mason to pick up. So Western turns that around and still in our zone. And there'll be a whistle. So right here, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it was just a regular check. Looked a little bit. Yeah, it's on the shoulder. I don't know. It was pretty close, but you know, it ain't that. So let's get going. All right, Frank, and that one cleared back into the neutral zone. All right, with that ice, that'll come back around, and we'll pick up out in the Flames. Hopefully the sound a little bit than yesterday. Did a little bit of resetting to see if tried turning it off and on again. Reset the frequency, repaired everything, and hopefully a little better. It could be just the Wi-Fi in this ring too. Just the way it is. All right, Flames trying to clear it out, and looks like getting a little momentum now. But between the legs of Eli Roman, but Aiden Frink picks it up. Flames try to make that zone entry, but they run into a bit of offside situation. So we'll have a face-off here at the line. All right, puck moving on down. Flames pick it up in the neutral zone. Davis tracking. They go up to the other side. Joey now. Picked up. Good save. Mason. Picked it up right on the mat. Devin Druin behind the Flames still in attack mode. And Davis pushing them off. And that's out in the neutral zone. So nice clear from Western. Let's see what they do with it. That one comes all the way back off Davis' stick. He's going to wrap it around behind the net. Gets it out to Owen White. Joey Caparosa trying to help push that forward. And here goes Devin Druin. Devin's got some room and puts it in the corner. Western going up 1-0 on a great clear and great play. That was a real whole team effort. So you see that clear from Davis. It goes all the way out. Pushes it out to Devin, and Devin pops it into the net. So Western goes up 1-0, taking an early lead. Joey, or was that Devin again? No, I think 88. That was 88. It's push out to the right side. Aiden Frink back behind the net. Sean Wallace is there with him. Here comes that big, whatever county, Crawford. They got one giant boy on their team that we've been working to try to neutralize. Fast skater, probably with them long legs, but also just tough, kind of muscles his way through. So the boys and girl are trying to find a way to neutralize that. Davis with the interception and clear into the neutral zone. Sean Wallace swarming in like sharks. And Western just able to clear, but not quite able to take. There goes Aiden now, making me eat my words. Aiden goes through, cuts through like butter. Wow, big check. Not sure that one. There was a little head contact there, but incidental, accidental, of course. Here comes Crawford County on the attack. Mason found himself tracking that a little further than he wanted to, but fortunately the defense held strong. Take the shot. All right, Wallace bounces off his stick out in the neutral zone. Flames pick it up. Aiden Frink trying to neutralize. All right, here comes Aiden Rapp. Looking to build some momentum. To Frink. Flames disrupt. And we're back behind our net. Out into the flame zone, Dave Samodi just putting pressure on, not letting them have it even for a second. Samodi clears out to the right side to Frink. Flames pick it up, push it back in the neutral zone. Eli Roman is there. Kanzarek gets it taken away back in front of the net, and Flames put it in. So the Flames tie it up. Check before. Get a little verdict on that. Let's see, we'll watch Aiden. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. They almost hit each other. But all right. Here we are at the tie game. Western pushing it forward. Battling in the neutral zone. And that cleared out to the Flame side. They wave off the icing. Dave Samodi goes back. Samodi really is a player. And he is just applying pressure. Davis burning up some time, gets it back. The whole team was offsides there because that one dribbled out very quickly. So I was wondering how they were going to handle that. I'm like, whoa, we're going to have to buy more than a second. Caparosa up the middle, out to Devin Druin. Devin Druin with the shot off the mask of the Flames goalie. Crawford County looking to clear. Hugh Collins looking to keep it in. There he is, Quentin. Out to Samodi. Nice shot. That was a great shot from David. And here goes Q out to Devin. And Devin pops it in! 2 goals for Druin. Number 22. Let's take a look at that one again. Right there, Q Collins goes in the corner, gets it out. Look at that pass to Devin. Devin turns, shoots, pops it in, and just like that, Western is up 2-1. All right, Western! Sean Wallace on it, lifting sticks, but I keep saying Calgary, well, the Flames, right? Crawford County able to get it by. Masons shuts it down. They're going to go for a second shot, but Aiden Frink doesn't seem too keen to let that. Here goes Aiden. Puts it in the corner. Sean Wallace is going to try to pick it up. Owen White trying to make space, but Crawford County picks it up. And here come the Flames on the attack. Here's the shot. Mason with the save. Big time save from number 98 right there. Let's take a look at it. This one comes in pretty quick. Look at that. They go for the pass. He just went for the shot right over the stick of Danica, but fortunately she did not screen Mason. Gave plenty of room to see and make that save. And that one comes out. And that's going to be, well, not a nice muscle down to get Sean center, but the Flames pick it up. Here they come, bouncing it back. Danica Konzarek turns that one around, and Aiden Frink is there with her. And the Flames dangling around us a little bit, definitely showing a little stick handling there. There's the shot, goes out far wide of the net. Eli Roman trying to play physically there to pick up the puck. Owen White offers a little help. That one gets rung around, and Sean Wallace has it in our zone. Gets it out to Aiden. Aiden Frink on the right side. Goes around the Flames. They lose their stick. Aiden just not enough time to do it. And here come those fast Flames. They've got some momentum. This is going to be tough. They go around, and fortunately, defense pushing them around to the outside. Not a lot of room. And that's going to be a Western penalty on a check from David Samodi once Western touches up. I didn't see the check, but it's going to be interference. That's going to put Western on the penalty kill with 5:05 left in the first period. Well, playing strong. A little bit of a mistake on the hit there. You know, we're really playing aggressively, trying to make up for maybe a little bit of passiveness in the last game. So I think the boys are going to err on the side of playing a little bit more, you know, with a little bit more fire. All right, long shot picked up by Mason. Nice one on number 98, keeping his eyes on it right off the face-off. Good catch. All right. Here come the Flames again with the 5-on-4. Western penalty kill is there, cleared out by Davis. They took the shot, deflected into the corner. Here comes Devin Druin, a shot off the mask of Mason. Mason not giving up on that positioning. Davis with a great clear right out to Devin Druin. Devin Druin, oh, he almost was able to get it out of the zone, but there was a big flame in the way. Couldn't get it past the fire. Save from Mason. And we've got to stop this assault, or it's just mathematics is going to happen, guys. So we've got to find a way to get the tone down on their shooting, get them, play them a little more. There we go. Now this is what we want to see. Tie them up. They don't really have much of a shot. Here comes a slapper back behind the net. Wasn't going anywhere. Davis clears it out. He was, just outside of his stick. And there go the Flames again. Caparosa puts that one out, and that's in the neutral zone, so the Flames are going to have to regroup. So 22 seconds left. Davis flips that one, flipper dipper in the neutral zone, and they're going to have to make something out of that. But actually, Druin picks it up. Here he goes, shorthanded, pops it in! Davis down the corner, and Devin Druin in the first period of this game. There we go. Look at Devin go. Right over the shoulder, top shelf, number 22. Western feeling fired up now. You can see after that shorthanded goal, they put out their 4 players. Still 12 seconds left of the penalty kill. Eli Roman. Here goes the Flames. The Flames on the other side, into the corner. Eli, punishing check, and knocks him right off the puck, which is what you're looking to do. Long shot from the Flames, and that's it for the penalty. Western will get their 5th skater out there as we got an expert on the ice because it's youth hockey. Here goes Sean Wallace trying to make some speed. Let's see if he can get on the board. Pops that one out with a deflection, goes behind the net. Aiden Rapp. Flames again. Eli Roman tries to cruise on by, doesn't quite pick it up, but that one definitely gets. He fires it across. Eli Roman pushes him off the puck, but that one's going to be on our side. They blow the whistle. We'll take a look at that last replay of Eli Roman. Professor Roman dropping a physics lesson here. So that goes into the corner, and Eli just says, you're not getting that puck, and even if you do, you ain't doing anything with it. Clean check, and right on the shoulder. All right, here we go. Owen White trying to regain possession as the Flames push in. Aiden Rapp taken down. Eli Roman blocks the front of the net, and here comes Sean Wallace working hard. Joey Caparosa trying to pick up, and Aiden Rapp winds up in possession. He's going to go out to Owen White. Owen's going to try to get around that big Flames player, but it's a tough one. And here come the Flames. They're on the assault. Picked up by great save from number 98. So that one developed pretty quickly. We braced for, you see Joey bracing for impact. You notice he doesn't move out of the way. He's ready to take the shot, but you definitely, it doesn't feel good. And Mason locks that one down too. Davis there to help keep the guy off him. All right, Joey into the corner. Devin Druin goes across ice to Q. Q's going to go into the corner, and that with 2 minutes left. Devin Druin looking to pick it up. He's got it. Goes along, takes a shot. Out of the goalie, and we almost had an opposite situation where Devin was about to feed Quentin one in the net. All right, face off. 1:52 left. All right, the Flames trying by Joey Capro. That one on the attack for Western. Nice pass. Have anyone there to get it? So here come the Flames. They're going around the corner. They take the shot. Mason blocks. They really didn't have anywhere to go. Again, that's a nice defensive play. We're able to push them. I think that was Joey pushing them into the corner and gave them nowhere to go. And uh-oh, Devin Druin on the breakaway once again. This time with a backhand. That one just goes wide of the net as he gets tied up in front of the net. Here come the Flames with 1:10 left in the period. They go around to the outside. Get around Davis, get around Joey. They will go with the pass, and they go into the corner. So at least both of our defensemen able to kind of push them out into the corner. Flames into the corner. Joey intercepts. Joey going far, but pushed up against the boards. And they do clear it in the neutral zone. Devin Druin picks it up, but Flames turn it back around. Seconds left. Joey in the corner. Joey gets, that was a filthy check. And I hope, yeah, he's up and he's okay. He's not happy, and he shouldn't be. That was a dirty play. That was terrible. The check right to the back and on the boards. Bad choice. His head, ooh, his shoulder took most of it. But, you got head contact with the boards, the shoulder into the board from behind when he's not even looking. That was just a bad choice. Bad mistake by the Flames. And they'll have one in the box. 34 seconds left in this period of 5-on-4. And then we'll see about a minute as well in the next period. All right, Devin Druin on the face-off. Here come the Flames. They turn it around. So the Flames shorthanded, walk it in. Aiden is there trying to pick it up. They go to the corner. They're just trying to kill off the time. Joey Caparosa picks it up. And the Flames did a good job of tying us up, not giving us much room to run here. All right, Aiden Rapp to Devin Druin. Devin Druin. And that's the end of the first period. So Western enters the second up by 2. Playing strong, playing physically. But definitely what they'll have to remember is while we do have a lead, not a lot of room to let up against this team. It's a tough team. We don't want So we know Western would like to keep this momentum going and keep their foot on the gas for this game. Continue to like to see what we're seeing out of everybody, the effort we're seeing from the team. We'll see what happens. Western sends their 5 out on the ice. Flames send their 4. 13 minutes up on the board with 55 of a penalty for them to go off. All right, Joey Caparosa out to Dave Smody on the left side. David gets poke checked away, but gets back to Devin Druin. Devin with the shot, picked up, tapped, and just not quite in from Aiden Rapp. Aiden Rapp tried to get up there and tap that one in, but just not able to get it across the line. All right, Devin Druin in at center. 39 seconds left of the power play. Long shot, bounces back behind the net. Devin long shot, off the post. Devin goes back to Joey, but that gets past his stick, and Joey's going to have to stay back to pick it up. There's a little bit of pressure on him. He gets it out to Aiden. Frink goes past Devin out to Aiden Rapp. Flames have it in their zone, dump it out to the neutral. And Western has to stutter step a little bit just to stay on sides. That one comes back to Joey. And forth happening right now, mostly hanging out on the edges of the zones. Flames making their zone entry, dump it back behind ours, but they do so in an offsides fashion, so we're going to have a face-off at the defensive blue line. Sean Wallace in centered up. That one comes back. Tries to go across to Eli, just misses, and that's a shot on goal. Mason's able to pick it up, but not freeze it, so they continue their onslaught. They're looking for a second, but Owen White able to check that one out and make it not happen. So great heads-up play for number 12, Owen. All right, and Eli going head-to-head with Crawford County to try to keep that one. Things. But cleared back into the corner by Crawford. So the Flames keeping an assault going, and Western trying to dig out, and Q able to push that one forward into the neutral zone. So that's going to end that for a bit as Eli comes up, and Eli checked off it. Owen White and Wallace in front of our own net. So Wallace dumps it down, and that one goes off a Flame stick and into the corner, so there'll be no ice, and let's see what we're able to do. Cleared back to Danica. Danica to Roman. Roman back to Konzarek. Konzarek trying to check them off the puck, but I think the size of that kid's going to make that tough. Momentum, anyway. Hitting us in our zone a little bit. Not peppering us with too many shots, but definitely pinning us in the zone, and that one gets by us. Oh, Mason's not going to be happy, I know. That one kind of snuck by. It wasn't even really a shot. It just sort of dribbled by, but Mason was out of the zone for a previous amazing save that he pulled off. But unfortunately, it made left a big gap, and Flames catch up by one. So we're still in the lead. Love to see, the momentum has definitely shifted their way a bit. We'll have to push back and turn it around for sure. All right, Aiden Frank. And Aiden takes a nice shot on goal. It's right in front of the net. There it is. Wide open, but wide open puck, not wide open net. Definitely a goalie in the net. All right, that one comes back. David stops it at the line, flips it back in, and that's going to be an offsides. I think he didn't realize David was still there. I saw him look over and check, and he saw Aiden on the right side of the line, but was not able to see David behind him. So, unfortunately, unsuccessful clear back into the zone. All right, that one goes back. Joey Caparosa out to Dave Samodi. Samodi dumps it in. Aiden Frank chasing, putting that pressure on. They try to deke around him, but that was a mistake. Aiden is he's not undekeable, but I'll tell you what, he's pretty tough to get by like that. All right, Joey Caparosa working hard to check him off the puck, and does. So they're going to call. They call. I think they call the hook. I don't know who on though. Oh, it's going to be on Joey. Yep. So it's going to be on a penalty kill. Joey goes up to the hook on that. Yeah, it's a tough call. Like they kind of got wrapped up with each other. He checked him, and it's hard to describe. Even I don't know. Well, you saw it. If you were looking close enough. Probably could have been. It was definitely borderline. So I'd rather than err on the side of caution, I suppose. Just not happy when it happens against us, I guess. 21 left here. 30 up on the penalty kill for us. And that one goes in the corner. Behind the net. Make it not giving them up. Boys right now. Not much room for them at all. That one bounces out, and here goes Q to the corner. Come on, do it, Davis, go! All right, well, they make a bad pass. That one gets checked back into their zone. And here they come. And Owen White able to clear that one. Long shot, deflection, but goes over the net. Davis, Eli sandwiched in the corner. And here goes Q. They're calling for an ice, but Quinton not able to do it. Come on, Davis, go! And that one gets cleared out. So applying pressure. I'm yelling for Davis to attack. I don't actually know if he should. I probably should not doing that. He seems to be forced into the corner. And I guess maybe he's right. I don't know. It's like, so far we've been doing a good job of not really giving the Flames much of a shot in this penalty kill, and the penalty kill's now over. So maybe a fool on me, I guess. I don't know. All right. In the corner, and Quinton's going to try to ice it. That one goes out. And we're still not able to ice that puck, though. We've got that same line on now for over 2 minutes. So I think we definitely want to try to ice the puck and get some fresh legs in there. And you can tell they don't want to let us. All right. So, just keep it in. All right, come on, Davis, go! Ice it! All right, Davis gets it up halfway there. And Q tries to get, but we cannot get this line off, and they're going on 3 minutes. Eli tries for that. Finally, Mason able to snatch and grab one, and he winds up saving the team, getting us a fresh legs out there. A very needed fresh set of legs. All right, Aiden Frink going back, goes out. Here goes Aiden Rapp. So an Aiden to Aiden pass, long shot, just wide of the net. Aiden in the corner, and now Western playing like Western on the attack. One gets by us, but we've got a lot of players on it, so doesn't get too far, gets in the neutral zone, and Aiden tries to turn it around. Corner, and we wind up behind the net. Danica tries to loop it up past him, but winds up going on the defense. Danica again, this time out into the neutral zone. Great pickup from number 98. And now it's out in the neutral zone. Let's see if Wallace can pick it up. Sean Wallace starts amping up the speed there a little bit. Joey Caparosa with the hit. No goal. Waved off. Corner. So a good heads up by Mason. Western sends out a line change, and we'll take that stuff with 5:22 left in the second period. And Western edging out in the score, but we're getting outshot quite a bit, and you know, definitely a bit behind on possession. Some incredible saves by Mason, but we have got to stop making them work so hard. He's going to get tired eventually. He's only human, guys. All right, that one gets dumped down into the zone, and Western on the attack. Samodi picks it up. There's the shot, and on goal off the left pad. Joey Caparosa trying to turn that around with Hugh Collins, but the Flames have too many 14-year-olds that are very big that are just really taking up a lot of space in front of us and not enabling us to move the puck down. So we're definitely having a little bit of trouble moving the puck out. All right. Druin out to Samodi, but winds up being a shot on goal, and Mason locks it down again. Number 98 has just been silly in goal today. Look at this one, just low and fast, boom. All right. Devin that one around. Dave Samodi going to try to go take it. Gets past him. Danik helps out a little bit, but that's going to be another ice as that one comes back. 4:10 left in the second. There's a face-off. Danica trying to fire that one out. Little help from Eli, and this time on goal. So I guess that's a shot on goal. Western gets down there to try to make something out of it. So we'll try to see if we can get a little bit of an offensive rush out of it. And that one's stopped by the Flames goaltender. So 2 shots on goal real quick from Western there. And let's see if, what do you say we make a habit out of this? All right, let's go, Davis! Caparosa with the shot, and just too much traffic. Goes up for a second, dumps it into the corner. Owen White looking to see how he can help. He's back behind the net, gets it away from that bigger player. Aiden with the shot, and that one's off the goalie. So a couple of nice consecutive shots from Western. Let's see if we can keep it going. Aiden's back there, pass it back to Davis. Let's see where he's going to go. Davis goes up to Owen. Owen at the blue line. Goes back again. Davis goes across the Joey. He fires it on out, gets it over into the Flames zone. Flames in front of their own goal. Pick it up, take it out past the blue line. Joey Caparosa intercepts. He's tripped, but that's going to be an offsides. Or hooked, I guess, really, if he didn't actually fall down, right? It's a hook. They just snag it with this play. All right, here goes Devin Druin in at center. Caparosa fires that one in. That one goes out, and Davis is going to have to pick it up. Let's see where he goes. He's back in the zone. He's looking. He's going back behind the net. Trying to find some space. Runs out. Gets it to Devin. Devin on the corner, but picked up by the Flames. Flames go back behind the net. Q out to Devin. Knocked away by the Flames. That one goes back in the corner. Joey Caparosa behind the net. Goes around and bounces, and they're going to wave off the icing for that. And because of that, the Flames goalie comes out and sticks it into the corner. Davis from the side takes a shot, bounces. Nice shot from 84. Joey Caparosa back behind the net. All right, the Flames are there. Get it, Davis. Go. Make a move. All right. Davis gets in there, throws a shoulder, and that one gets dumped into the corner. Joey Caparo and Q. Collected little hand Davis and a little from the Flames. We try to clear it. Oh, I think possibly a defender. I didn't quite see. That one bounces up and the legs again sorely needed, and just a pause in the momentum so we can. That was an onslaught for a bit. All right, 1:11 left in the second. Close game. Western up 3-2. The long shot, almost caught. They almost baseballed that one. All right. Well, Jess says the audio isn't great on the stream, but sorry guys, there's nothing I can do about it. There's some kind of, I don't know what's going on. Some kind of interference. Like I said, there's like 20 Wi-Fi networks here, and these things kind of operate in the same frequency-ish area, so might just be what it is. All right. And another clear from Danica. And the Flames into the corner. Danica gets checked. That was an elbow out one. That one should be a penalty. Do not love that. I can't believe they're not. Blow the whistle! Jesus Christ. That was a terribly dirty play. We're going to take a look at that again. And Danica just going to need some time to get up from that one. That was as elbows out as it gets. We don't love to see it. There's Danica in the corner and an elbow right to like kind of her shoulder neck. So Coach Mark is out there with her, and they're going to, loosen up the helmet and try to make sure that our girl gets taken care of. That's unfortunate. So Coach Mark giving the full check on Danica. She's talking to him and waving at him a bit. So just for those of you who might be nervous, I don't like to show when the kids are getting rehabilitated. We try to give them some privacy as they are getting up off the ice. But Danica definitely took a shot, but she's awake and she's not screaming, writhing in pain. She's Coach Mark is being super extra careful. Which we appreciate, because he and Coach Alex and Coach Clint are the ones that keep our kids safe. She's sitting up now and, kind of pointing to her back where she got hit a little bit. And, as I said, our coaches they're always going to, as they should, try to just take some time to rehab the kids and let them get up off the ice on their own. And so Danica's up. And she'll skate off with Coach Mark there, and she looks just fine, folks. So there she goes, headed back to the bench, and we'll have a face-off in the corner. Take a knee next time, Red. It ain't a timeout. I hate that. I hate the coaches that call the kids over and start planning when they especially come on, read the room, guys. You caused the injury, freaking elbowed her in the neck, and then decided to use it as a strategy session. So Red has 6. Oh, they pulled their goalie. That's why. And we just took it into the corner, and there we go. All right, so that's the end of the second. Western still up 3-2, and I think this one's going to escalate a little bit, folks. I think we might start to see a little bit of strength shown from both sides in this last period. Hopefully us more than them, though. So Coach Alex going to chat with everyone. And this tournament does have independent medical evaluators, which is very cool. I do appreciate that. So Danica's getting checked out there. I will be honest, she looks a little impatient about it. I think she's trying to pay attention to Coach Alex a little bit every now and then. And the guy had to redirect and say, talk to me right now, please. Even though she's like, no, it's meeting. I need to pay attention. She's got a lot of heart, guys, you know. So here they come. Western coming out again to take the ice, getting ready for the next period. Davis! 2 more! All right. Here goes Joey Caparosa up the right side. And Dave Samodi. And Devin Druin going back there. Pinning up against the boards. Here comes the Flames. They go, and Davis checks him off and pushes him into the corner. He's big, but, you know, we did enough to disrupt him, and that's all you can do sometimes. You might not be able to take him down, and Davis gets checked big time. Again to the face. That was some head contact there. I didn't love seeing that. Long shot picked up by Mason, and Davis goes in there and pushes it out. So good help. There we go. And cleared. Puck cleared to the corner. Davis deflects and stops it. They're a big player. They do have one, like, he's literally 6, if not a little bit over 6 feet tall. He's a big 14-year-old. Probably like mine when he was 4. I think he hit 6 foot when he was 14. I know he's 15 now and he's over 6 feet, but I think he hit 6 when he was 14. And Davis with a good deflection and ties up that player. So 84 playing physically as heck right now, which is not surprising. So I'm not going to lie, you know, they're good boys. We've got a lot of love for Danica, and I know they don't like the dirty hit. I saw them talking about it. I saw them gesturing about it, and I kind of figured that they might come out playing a little bit more, you know, a little bit fired up because they're not happy about that. Devin Druin going in, trying to pick it up deep in the Flame zone. And Western definitely, you know, laying some checks. Aiden Rapp in front of the net. Wow, that was almost really exciting. It was really exciting, but it was almost really exciting and successful. So Aiden Rapp with the quick thinking. Watch this intercept. Look at this. He sees the pass. Whoa, think I'll grab it. And fires a quick shot off there. All right. Sean, let's see, Eli Roman there. Wallace back on the left defensive side. That one gets past us a little bit. Uh-oh, Sean Wallace is going to have to clean that up. And he does. He sends it out. Owen White. Aiden Frank. But Flames are just kind of running it around. And here goes Sean Wallace. Wallace trying to win this race and definitely getting deep into that zone, fires it out behind the net. And frozen by the Flames goalie. So the Flames feeling the pressure. Western keeping their, foot on the gas with it, for sure. Keep it up, Davis! All right, Aiden Frink, Owen White, Aiden Rapp up front. Davis and Joey up back. Here we go, Frink. Oh, almost had a shot right in front of the net. Very close. Aiden Frink trying to muscle that one by. Other Aiden Rapp. Here goes Caparosa. And there's it. It is in front of the net. Yes, it's in! Whoa! Aiden Rapp puts it in! And Western goes up 4-2. Look at this one. Hard enough shot. Joey Caparosa with the slapper. Nice deflection. Comes back to Aiden. And it bounces and goes up. Just enough velocity to bounce it up there. And just like that, Western's up 4-2. Here goes Dave Samodi. Samodi along with Q. And Devin, oh, he's going to get away with murder there. That was a trip. Oh, nope, the other ref has his hand up. So Joey's going to touch that up, and we're going to be on a penalty kill for a trip on number 22, or from number 22. So I don't think it was intentional. He was playing hard, but, sometimes Tripp don't care whether you meant it. Still happened. So now we got a penalty kill line out there. Looks like Davis, Q, David, and Joey. And the Flames definitely put their power play line out there. I see that one kid who's a super skater, and then that number 7 who's like a giant. All right, let's see if we can keep him out of the zone as long as we can. Cleared out and dumped, and it's on net. Not quite, that's going to be ice, but 21 seconds of that penalty killed off. With only one shot. So we'll take it. All right, here comes the puck back to the Flames. Flames with the shot, Joey with the check, and Mason with the save. So Davis, nice interception from Davis, looking to just try to tie up time. They know on that penalty kill line, if they'll just stand there looking for a play and they'll, go ahead and do it. Make them burn up time, as long as you're not giving them anything to work with. So Davis goes into the corner. Let's see, and Davis he's going to just make him burn time. He's like, I was talking to him about that before, about our check opportunities, and he's telling me how he checks, on the penalty kill, he wants to just make them sit there. If they want to just sit there looking around, go ahead and let them sit there looking around. We got to burn up time. So that one goes up above the net, and there's only 15 seconds left. If Western can hang on, they're going to get their 5th skater back. And Joey Caparosa is going to do just that, tie everything up in the corner. They take a shot on Mason, and they're trying to go around the corner, and now Joey gets tripped up behind the net. So Joey picks it up, brings it around, and that'll do it for the penalty. Now Western just needs to pick up a little momentum to, get it back, get the puck back and get out of that shooting zone. Back behind the net. There go the Flames. Looking for something to do with it, and it looks like Owen White. I think it was, yeah. Long shot, and Mason picks it up and saves it. No goal. No goal. All right, Mason! Ball of the wall, it comes up big. Ball of the Walla. He is the real deal. So Mason hanging on during that. I wish I had hit the replay button. I wasn't thinking just because it got a little rough. You know, you guys know I don't really do replays of like conflicty stuff. I never want to get our kids in trouble if there's any video of it. Owen White checked right off the puck pretty hard. So it got a little chippy after the play, so I didn't hit the replay button. That's just sort of my reflex, but I probably should have because that was unbelievable work by Mason. But it's not like you can't watch it later. We can certainly grab it off the stream and slow it down if you'd like to see it. Aiden Frank moving down. There's only 6:56 left in this game. And Western is definitely trying to keep the pressure on, but the Flames are hitting us hard right now. They're really focusing on physicality and just, you know, playing, knocking us down quite a bit. So we're going to have to, just so we don't get hurt, we have to start making a miss. Here goes Aiden. Aiden in the corner. And Aiden gets a glove check right off. But fortunately, no, I told you they're hitting us like crazy right now. It seemed to be, that was almost a crazy hit on Eli. But we're going to have to, I actually don't, you know, I'm sure the hockey purists, you guys are all like, don't be such a wimp, Matt. Tell them to hit back. But like, I'm just like, oh, that's a goal! Aiden Frank, another one that just bops over the head of the goalie. And Western goes up 5-2. What a goal. That was crazy. Watch Aiden with this shot. Boop. And the bounce. Didn't know where it was. Bounce and lands behind. And Western is up 5-2 with 6:05 left in this game. And they are charged up. You can hear them. And a lot of the Western Pee Wee team is up above us. We got here early and watched their game. And it looks like they're returning the favor. Because there is a big Western cheering section of boys up above us. Could be the Pee Wees, could be the Squirts, but either way, I know that our boys right now are feeling the love. Devin Druin trying to go beyond the hat trick. What's the 4? Is it a turkey? We need something like bowling terms. We'll have a face-off in the corner with 5:51 left. All right, Joey Caparosa, long shot. Nice save by the Flames goalie. He scooped that up Derek Jeter style. Looks like Joey Caparosa is going to get another chance to do that again. And that one bounces off a pad. Q goes back to Devin. Devin, oh, swing and a miss. And now they are, you know, they don't want Devin to get another shot, so they muscle up on him pretty hard. All right, another nice save from Mason. Davis goes in to trap it, and you'll see that like he sees Mason's got it, and Davis will throw his stick just outside of Mason's to make sure that, you know, even if it dribbled out a little bit, it's covered up, it's not going anywhere, and not letting anyone else get in there. So Western, and you hear Devin just screaming up to the stands, and the stands screaming back. They are, our boys are enjoying their interactions with the other boys for sure. A lot of love coming from the crowd, and our boys definitely feeling it and giving it right back and playing hard. You know, these are older kids than us by, you know, for sure, majority of them. And Western is digging in and playing tough against this team. All right, face off. Eli out to Owen, up to Aiden. Aiden moves it in. Here goes Aiden Rapp and deflects off of a Flame. Flames behind the net. And that's going to be an offside. All right, Aiden goes back to Eli. Eli looking for space. Gets it to the line. Oh, man, I don't like, again, they are just hitting us hard and sometimes not cleanly. That sounded like a fuddy-duddy about that. We'll take a look again. Maybe I am. Maybe it was a clean hit, but not really sure. So here you'll see, I think it's Owen White right there. Turns it around. And there he is. Yeah, that's head contact. That's a dirty hit. I don't know. Every hit I do that I analyze like that, Coach Mark's like, Matt, that was a clean hit. You're being a wimp. And I often am, but I don't know. That one looked right to the head, and the stick was up. Hands are up. Let's go. Get it, Davis. What are you waiting for? All right, Joey turns that one around. Here come the Flames with 3:48 left. Flames in the outside. They go for the shot, but Mason knocks it down, or it goes wide a little too. I don't know. It's hard to say. Mason is just so unbelievable right now. Let's go. Davis, hit. And that's going to be a penalty on Western. Who's going in the box for that one? I definitely saw it was a hit on the player who did not have the puck anymore. And we'll see who's going to join in the box. Or is it just offsides? Oh, no, yeah, I guess it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're on a penalty kill. I don't know who's in the box though. Might be Dave Simodi. Yeah. All right, getting confirmation. Dave Simodi, All right, they put one in on the power play. So the Flames come back a little bit, 5-3. As they get one by us, and we'll have to catch up or expand our lead again. Let's keep it up. Let's keep that buffer, guys. All right. Lock in, Davis! You got this! 3 minutes! All right, puck goes back behind the net. Here come the Flames. Stopped in the neutral zone. Turned around. Aiden Frink. They get around Aiden. They go to the outside. Davis is going to have to race to the corner. He's not going to win it, but let's see if he can neutralize it. He picks up the puck, gets it out, and that's going to be on net. Yep, on net, so no icing. A nice, accurate puck dump, and we'll take it. But Flames with the momentum once again. Here they come. Oh, that one in and out of the glove. Nice stick lift from Davis. And that enables Aiden to go downtown. Let's see if Aiden can get around this guy. Uh-oh, just off his stick. And the Flames turn it around again. Here come the Flames. Long shot. Nice save from Mason. That one goes around the back. And Aiden with the dump. And that's going to be an ice. No, they waved. I don't know why they waved the icing off. I guess it just barely dribbled into the corner. So 1:39 left, and the Flames definitely skating with a sense of urgency at this point. They do a fake slap shot. Sean Wallace isn't fooled, and he just drives that kid into the corner, and Mason shuts it down. So they try to fool number 11, but number 11 wasn't biting. And he drove that play right into the corner. Let's see another save from Mason here. Boom. Long shot, almost a deflection, goes into the corner. Joe Caparosa trying to push it out. Here goes Devin Druin up the right side. And that one goes up high and out of the rink. 1 minute left. So 101 left in the game. 5-3. We've just got to hang on and keep that pressure on. All right, let's see. Devin Druin out to the side. Wallace with the shot goes into the corner. Joey Caparosa is going to want to keep that one in the corner, and they're going to try to just keep wrapping it around the boards as much as possible. Don't even give them a chance to pull their goalie. Joey Caparosa picking up in the neutral zone. Wallace back. Devin Druin up the middle. Druin to the right side. He's got room. He takes the shot. Stuck away by the goalie. 35 seconds left. One gets just by him, so Joey Caparosa goes to pick it up again. He's going to try to burn up as much time as he can. That one goes off the side. Flames dump it in. Davis Vanacoro picks it up, dumps it back to the neutral zone, goes out to Samodi, a trip. Devin Druin there with Pugh. And that one gets just past them as they're clumped up together. And that's going to be it. Western with the win. What a game. Amazing game from Western. Hung on, played hard. Hard as heck, and we're able to get that revenge game, revenge victory. Come back and beat the team that beat us yesterday and beat them pretty confidently with an amazing effort. So the boys and girl come through. We love to see it. And there he is, our star player of the game today, number 98. Mason Balla with a 27 or so save showcase for us today. All right, we got a game later on tonight. We'll see.